After 7 years of lifting, I have built this aesthetic body, and when I was starting out, I have wasted years of my life constantly switching my workout plans and searching for the faster way to build muscle mass. And you might be doing the same right now. You might be buying all of these supplements and wondering why am I still look the same. So the goal for my channel is to cut through the bullshit and share the best piece of my advice for skinny guys so that they can build an aesthetic physique and get jacked faster. So the lesson number 1 is to stop changing workout plans and stay consistent. The biggest mistake that I've done when I was starting out is I was constantly changing my workout plans and not staying consistent on single workout plan. And so many beginners do this mistake all of the time because they're always experimenting so many fancy exercises in the gym and not sticking to some basic exercises. And the reality is you don't need some fancy workout plan or some secret blueprint to build muscle mass faster. You can just stick to the basic push-pull legs workout plan or maybe upper body, lower body and choose some basic exercise into it and still build more muscle mass from it. Lesson number 2 is progressive overload is the key. This is a very basic advice that you have heard already, but I've seen so many people in the gym, they are doing the same shit again and again and they are doing 3 sets of 12 every single day with the same weights. And they're wondering why they are not building more muscle mass. Because you're not giving your body a reason to grow more muscle mass. When you lift the same weights again and again every single day, your body gets used to it and your body doesn't have any reason to grow more amount of muscle mass. So that's why when you push your limits and when you lift the dumbbell that you've never lifted before, your body needs to grow more muscle mass in order to lift more weights. And I'm not telling you to ego lift here, I'm just telling you to increase your lifts weekly in order to progressive overload and give your body a reason to grow more muscle mass. Lesson number 3 is you don't need steroids. As a natural bodybuilder myself, I can confidently say that if I had the lessons that I have right now when I was starting out, I would have gained more muscle mass faster than I build right now. And getting on a steroid cycle and injecting some bullshit chemicals in your body is the biggest mistake of your life because people think that it can help you gain more muscle mass quickly, but over 90% of the people who are taking steroids regularly die within 10 years after taking it. And our goal is to not be like them. Our goal is to improve our life by going to the gym and building more muscle mass and improve the longevity of our life, not just only gain more muscle mass and looking like shit, always have bad mental health. Because to be honest, there are so many consequences, harmful side effects that steroids gave you which not many people knew about. And you can absolutely get jacked and build more muscle mass naturally by sticking to some fundamentals and being consistent on this journey. Lesson number 4 is aesthetic physique is better. We all wanted to build more muscle mass and look bigger, but building more muscle mass doesn't really mean that you're gonna look attractive. You also have to focus on the aesthetic ratio of your body and build more muscle mass in the aesthetic part of your body like your shoulders, side delts, upper chest, back muscles, neck muscles, abs, arms, biceps, squats, rather than focusing just on regular bench press, squats, deadlift, and some other basic movements. You also have to focus on the proportion of your body in order to look more attractive. And when I was starting out, the whole point of going to the gym for me is to look attractive. I just want to look good shirtless and get some sexy pictures and everything. So that's when I researched about it and found this aesthetic body. And you can also build this simply by focusing on these muscle groups that I've already told you. Lesson number 5 is strength is equal to more muscle mass. There is nobody in the gym that I've seen who have more muscle mass and less strength in his body. In order to build more muscle mass, you have to increase your strength in your lifts. And building more muscle mass is just the equivalent of increasing your strength. And as you progressive overload and lift more bigger weights, you're just gonna get jacked very simply. It's just a matter of time that you're gonna build more muscle mass because big weights is equal to big muscle. There is no such thing as less muscle mass or more strength and vice versa. Lesson number 6 is stick to the basics. As the modern bodybuilding is developing right now and there are so many science-based lifter, there are so many fancy and advanced exercises that are coming into fitness industry. But those exercises cannot outgrow the basic compound movements and the basic old lifting exercises. And I'm talking about the compound movements like the incline bench press, shoulder press, squats, bend over barbell rows, because these are the exercises that will give you free weight strength. And in my opinion, you should absolutely add the free weight compound exercise in your workout routine, not just only relying on some machines and some isolation movements. And to be honest, I just use some machines as well. I just also do some isolation movements for my back muscle, biceps and everything. But I always start my workout with the compound movements, some free weight exercises, because that's the most important thing that's gonna help me increase my strength and build up more muscle mass. Lesson number 7 is track your numbers. You should have a written down logbook about your lifts in your notebook or maybe in your phone or somewhere, because if there is no tracked input, there's not gonna be a tracked output. And you have to become a little bit of artist for this thing, because building muscle mass is simple but it is not that easy. So you have to put a little bit of effort in this thing by writing down the lifts and tracking your numbers, because if you track your numbers, you will have an idea and a goal for what weight you're gonna lift after 1 week or 2 weeks, and that will give you some motivation and some excitement as well to go and train harder. Lesson number 8 is bulking is simple. When I was starting out, I was just thinking that I have to eat this thing as this thing and I have to get more protein. I have to eat a lot of meal plans in my day, and honestly I was just eating everything. I was eating some oats, some bread and some cottage cheese, some other things. I was eating a lot of things, and there was a point in my life I've also started eating some junk food and some processed carbohydrates, and I ended up being skinny fat rather than building more muscle mass. But after years of researching, I found out that bulking is very simple if I just stick to some simple meal plan and if I eat the same things again and again every single day. The only thing that I have to focus on is just on eating more food, because my body is not gonna pop up more muscle mass if I don't eat more food. I have to get more raw material inside of my body in order to build up more muscle mass. And I don't even have to count my calories if I just listen to my body and eat according to my appetite. I just have to eat a little bit more than my appetite in order to be in a calorie surplus, because I'm just eating clean and eating same meal plans again and again, and there's no unhealthy stuff in my diet. And that led me to the final and ninth lesson, which is single ingredient diet. This is the diet which I've discovered a few years ago, and it consists of only single ingredient foods which are coming from natural sources. So I'm not eating anything which comes in packaged food like the oats and some whey protein supplements and all of that stuff, who are telling you that it is very healthy for you. But if you check the ingredient list behind that package, there are so many bullshit ingredients which are not even healthy for you. There are so many chemicals, inverter sugars, flavorings, preservatives that are harmful for your body. So that's why I just stick to some natural sources which are coming from single ingredient that is giving me some healthy protein, some healthy complex carbohydrates and some healthy fats as well. And these ingredients consist of animal sources like meat, chicken, eggs, steak, and the dairy products like the milk, cottage cheese, butter, and some fruits, vegetables, and honey as well. And you can just find some recipes on the internet for cooking these types of single ingredient foods, and it's gonna change your life after you stick to this single ingredient diet plan for a month or two. It's gonna improve your gut health, it's gonna improve your skin quality, it's gonna help you build more lean muscle mass and not put on more unhealthy fat in your body. So that's all the lesson that I want to share in this video, and I hope you have gotten a lot of value from this video. And if you want a step-by-step program to help you achieve an aesthetic physique faster, then check out the top link in the description. That's my aesthetic body program. So many guys inside of there have already started getting results in the first few months of their training. So just go right now and check out the top link in the description. So this is all in this video. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel and leave a like, and also write down a comment about your journey to build an aesthetic physique, and if you have any questions in your mind. And I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.
Yeah, yeah. Coming in, yeah. Flex, I just wanna win, yeah. LABB, who